welcome back. It is the final round, and it's the first final round of 2023. So happy new year to everybody watching, and thank you so much for your continued support from the previous year. Now we are 4 races in, we are 188 points, and we are looking for a max score. We've max scored so far, but we know we did the same yesterday, and we've now got to go and deliver in the final 4 races. The setup is exactly the same, but because we've got Suzuka with a 63% chance of rain, we are using Lando Norris in the hope that it rains. If it doesn't rain, this will backfire, but I'm hoping Lando Norris can help us in the wet. So we're going to get into it. Race number 5 from Suzuka. Here we go then, and it's another bad matchup in Suzuka. Yesterday we got a max account here in Japan, and we've got the same again, but we've got a wet qualifying, and we have chose Lando Norris, so this should help us. But man, again, 2 races at the same track, and we get bad matchups. So we're going to have to try and bring these cars through again, and that's not going to make easy doing at all. But we're going to try our best. There's going to be so hard. This dry patch in the middle, 1 minute 40, could make the difference in this race. So let's give it a go. Hopefully it's not a real player. Doesn't look like it is, but let's hope we can use our skills and get up into the top 4 positions, let's say. So after we go, Hamilton 7th, Norris 10th. So we've made up a position, and we're going to keep boosting until under the bridge. Can we go up the inside of Carlos Sainz? He defends well. Ferrari's getting in the way. Norris gets into P9. And now can we go up the inside of Sainz? Leaves the door open. I just didn't mean to press that then. And we cut down. So as we cut down, Lando Norris should be very powerful on that hex. And we're going to try and push past Carlos Sainz as well in this race. So we're going to boost down, and we try and help Norris there nearly. And can we get a good launch on Carlos Sainz into the first corner? Sainz goes for the block. Does it work? It does for now. And he lives to fight another day. Dry weather in 45 seconds time, and I'm praying it will cause a few of these to use the wrong tyres. Hamilton, can we get up the inside of Sainz? Not quite. That move's not helping. We might have to go early on the strategy depending on what this rain is going to do. So we come round, P7 and P9. Leaders are not, so the rival's not in the lead, so that's going to help us. And we are going to still push. I think we can still push a couple of laps here with Hamilton. Early pit stop. He's up past Sainz. If we can get past Leclerc, quick pit stop, we may be able to get some free air running when the field goes to dry tyres early. And that's P5 for Hamilton. So we're making moves. And this weather is for 3 minutes. But I don't think it's going to be dry enough in a lap's time to come out for wet. So we're going to have to judge this as well as we can. We're going to boost Norris. We're going to boost Hamilton. So Hamilton will come in. He'll be one of the few in. And hopefully we can get out before some traffic. Big call here. Big call. And we're in P9. Bit of clear air. And remember, we're on the quick pit stop. So we're going to just try. And this hex should help us with Lando. And we're going to try and get Hamilton into some clear air. What's the gap out front? The gap's only 9.2 to the front. Rest of the field on dry. So with Hamilton could jump the lead, make a lap, and we're in a great chance. This is what we're hoping for. Where is Hamilton? Hamilton's still 8.6, but he's surely going to be into the lead here. Surely. As they come out on the hard tyres, it's not dry enough yet, and Hamilton into the lead. What about Norris? Norris with the hex should help on the mediums because he's got the wet ability. Hamilton still flying round. And look at this, Norris into P5. We've got an absolute massive chance in this race now. Do we do another lap? We've got 6.8 seconds, 7 seconds. We're not. We're going to come back in. We've got a gap. We don't want to risk it. We're 8.5 seconds. And Lando Norris, can he get P4? He can. This is magnificent play. We have a chance, guys. We have a chance. Can we get P3? We can. We've got just Lando Norris in front of us. Can we overcome one more car on the hard tyres? There it is. And this is fantastic racing. We have overcome a max account. And we're going to cut Lewis Hamilton down. And Lando Norris, we're going to keep pushing. What a race here in Japan to start off the first and final round race for the New Year's event. How we've overcome this is simply by reading what's happening on the track. It was always going to be too wet to come back for dries on lap 4. And Lewis Hamilton, with the early pit stop and the tune-in, has managed to absolutely fly into that lead. So P1 and P2 absolutely navigated. I've hoped you enjoyed this race, guys, because this race has been fantastic. And imagine being the actual one racing it. I've been on edge. But Lewis Hamilton comes round on the last corner. Norris not so far behind, starting P11. And Lewis Hamilton comes across the line. Will win the Suzuka Grand Prix, followed by Norris in P2. The rival left wondering just how they messed up that race. But it is 47 points out of nowhere for ASA WF1. Let's go then. Race number 6. Abu Dhabi. Can we continue the good run? We are 5 races. 47 points apiece so far. Similar matchup here. But we got to be going for the 47-point run. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to stick Hamilton on dead fast. And we're going to stick our Max Verstappen on a bit of firework is what I'm thinking, because of, New Year event and all that. Now, Max Verstappen should take the lead on the first corner. Lewis Hamilton should not be far behind, and that is all down to knowing how the first corner of tracks work. So Verstappen should go up the inside here, or through the middle, I should say. Will he do it? He's not going to. But Lewis Hamilton, I tell you what, he says, see you later, I'll have a bit of P1. And from P6 on the grid, Lewis Hamilton now into P1. Max Verstappen made himself up to P2, good corner through the hairpin, and he's up into a 23-point position as we now cut down the drivers, and we are P1 and P2 with the rival out the back in P8 and P9 so far. So, settling down, obviously dead fast, we've got the speed, the fuel, and a bit of tyre management. And firework, we've got the speed, the overtaking, and some acceleration as well. Sadly, didn't help us off the line. So a bad start by Verstappen off the line, but it will absolutely be fine. And we are continuing round to hopefully have a nice and easy race here after the drama that unfolded in Japan previously. But you just never know what the safety car might bring out on this track. So let's keep going. Let's not lose focus. And we've got another couple of laps to go on Lewis Hamilton. Verstappen will be coming in the pits this lap. And we're just going to monitor the gap to Charles Leclerc out in third, because we don't want to get caught up in any back marker traffic. And we'll boost Verstappen, and he'll quickly put the gap in 3/10 every sort of split second, up to 6.2, 6.5, 6.7, 7.1. And that's how you create a gap on F1 Clash very quickly. As Max is in the pits, no car servicing. He's got over 50%, so 2 laps of pushing. And Lewis Hamilton will start his pit lap now. And usually I would go to hards because I want full 4 laps on hard tyres. But for me, there's generally no point at the moment, as Verstappen gives Hamilton a boost through. We don't really need to push too much. We are P1, P2, and we don't have to do anything silly. And as well, if then a pit does come out and a safety car does ruin us, we are already in position to take advantage. And we'll be doing the same with Verstappen. We'll bring Verstappen in on the softs. He can then conserve as much as he can, as Lewis Hamilton does come out in P3. So we're in P3. Hard tyres are ahead of us. And look at that gap Verstappen's pulled already. 11.7 back to Hamilton. He does have to pit, but that is a job well done. Great strategy there. And Lewis Hamilton, 10.8 behind, a couple of seconds behind Charles Leclerc, who will be coming into the pits now. And we're just going to keep conserving until we have to physically push. We don't want to do anything we don't have to do here. And that's all about managing expectations. The gap now, P3 coming out, is on medium tyres, Charles Leclerc. So he won't close too quick. And we're just going to continue to look after what we've got in a nice 29-degree night race at Abu Dhabi. And this has turned out to be rather more chilled than the last one. Let me know how you're getting on in the New Year event. What's your expectations for this year? And obviously with the new game that will come out probably around May time, what are you going to do differently next year compared to this season? Do let me know. I'll be interested to see what you've picked up through my channel, through other channels going forward. So last lap, here we go. Max Verstappen will give it a push, celebratory push, and so we will with Lewis Hamilton as well. Let's bring them home with 2 races to go. Well, let's navigate half a lap first, hey? But Verstappen continues through, and Alex Albon not liking that chicane very well, is he? Hamilton through the chicane nice and easy. And he comes round the last section, under the hotel, through the last corner, and across the line for a win in Abu Dhabi for Max Verstappen, shortly followed by Lewis Hamilton, who takes the scenic route. And it is another 47 points on the road in Abu Dhabi. And that's 6 races out of 6, maximum points. Race 7, Zandvoort, similar matchup. And yesterday we struggled with a safety car that came out and cost us big points. And today we're stuck with the dry drivers, 30% chance of rain. And at the moment, with a dry qualifying, it's going to help us qualify further up. P3 and P5. And what have we got in store? We've got dry and wet, so this could be very interesting indeed. We're going to start Hamilton on the mediums, so we're going to basically cover off a bit longer of a strategy. And Taurus for Verstappen when I find it. And that Kawhi, guys, very, very powerful. So here we go, race 7. This and one more to go. 3 minutes till the rain comes in. Both rivals both on softs, so this is a rival with interest here. So we boost off the line and we get both drivers into P1 and P2. Now, to make our lives easier, we don't want the rival into P3 or P4 anytime soon, because we could do with a nice smooth race here. But the rival's got Eclipse and Firework. Now, they don't have tyre management, so that rival can only do 3 laps on that. I don't believe. I can't remember fully, but I could be wrong. But we're going to boost round and we're going to play our normal game as if we're against somebody in duels. And we're going to start eking away because the rival is up to P3. Now, I imagine that rival is going to hunt us down as quick as he can. And good luck to the rival as well. It's quite interesting to have a decent race here. And hopefully he can put us to the test. And look how good that Kawhi is, guys. That Kawhi keeping us honest here in Zandvoort. It's a very good boost indeed. And it is 1.3 seconds the gap as Verstappen flies down the straight. And Lewis Hamilton not far off behind. And the rival will surely get back into traffic or double stack. He's definitely going to be pitting this time. Doesn't look like there'll be much traffic. But looks like he will cost himself a little bit as we continue the boost round. And Verstappen will be coming back for some soft tyres. But we've got to build the gap up a little bit because the gap's only 2 seconds. We've got rain a bit later on. We're not going to do anything stupid in this race. And same with Hamilton. Hamilton will come back for softs as well. The gap at 3.5 seconds. So one rival in, and they're all coming in as well. Can we get that Mercedes? Oh, that Mercedes pits as well. So rival's going to be in clear air. And probably we'll have a decent chance. Can we get ahead, though? That's the question. We could do with getting ahead of rival Hamilton, because it could be very even when the rain comes in. So in comes Max Verstappen. In comes Lewis Hamilton. No double stack around here. We've learnt that from previous past races, and we're out very comfortably indeed. So at about 30 seconds a lap, I don't think we're going to have to pit again in this race, but we're going to push as hard as we can, and Hamilton's going to have the better fuel management to do that. And we've got 45 seconds. So another lap, it will start raining on lap 7. So this rain shouldn't come into play and shouldn't trouble us at all. The rival's going to have to pit again anyway, so he'll go to wets in a lap's time. But he's going to lose another 8 seconds in the pits. And already the rival's gone for a pit stop. So I can actually just pit if I wanted to now. Rival putting on the softs as well, so not reading the wet weather. I think if I was the rival, I'd have been putting on some wets then and hoping for the best. As we enter a lap to go, and it is 15 seconds. I mean, that rival was always going to get P3, so he might as well tried something different. So across the line for the last lap here, and Max Verstappen is in the lead. Lewis Hamilton is second. Rain now starts coming in. Rival not even over the last corner yet. And this is another human double boosted that we have dodged. We've managed that really well as well, which is perfect. Look at how Hamilton's closed on Verstappen with Kawhi. The go-to boost in Zandvoort, Kawhi, it's amazing. Corner and grip, unreal. And Taurus gave us that tyre management. But it is P1 and P2 across the line. They finished together, Hamilton and Verstappen, and the rival back 42 points so far, back in P3 and P5. The final race of final round, and I think we've got a human player. We need rain. We need rain. And we haven't got it in qualifying. So that's going to absolutely hurt our chances with Norris. We've picked Norris, and that's not going to be great for us. We need rain in the race, though. Obviously, Norris P10, look. We've got rain in the race. So, Hex for Norris. Hamilton will go on to Frost, because I want to use that extra bit of tyre management. And this is going to be hard to overcome, but we never say never. Our closest rival, I think, has dropped a couple of points. So we've got some points to keep in the bag here. But we want to go max scoring, of course. And here we go. Rivals took the full amount. We've got rival Max Verstappen P7. Rival Norris P12. As we get racing here in Imola. And can we get the good start that we need? Hamilton, P4 / oh, Norris has got absolutely blocked out there. That's not what we needed. And Hamilton is in to the lead. What about Norris? Norris is in P10. Let's not panic so far. He'll be quick on that Hex. And as you can see, already all over the back of Carlos Sainz. Oh, and that's going to make it interesting. I don't think this is going to be good at all, guys. And hopefully we can keep pushing and gain some positions as we try and get Sainz. Can't do it there. We'll leave him pushing down the straight. We should surely be able to get Sainz. No, we can't. Somehow can't get Carlos Sainz. And now we are struggling definitely as we get into P9. And we're going to hope that this dry weather maybe helps us here. Because it's going to be fairly interesting, this is. Can we get another place past Norris? Not yet. We might have to push for a 2-stopper here. We're going to just take our time and have a look, though. Can we get another place past Lando down the straight? We can't. So this is not good for our chances, guys. Not good at all. What about up the inside on Norris? We're trying, but we can't get it done. And the rival on that tuning coming back at us now as well. So we're going to try and hold him up a little bit. But this is not good at all as we boost again. And the rival's got us, but we're not going to let him go too much as we try. We just can't get past Norris at the minute. And now we're past Norris into P8. We're going to have to come back for wets. And the rival's going to kill us on points here. Rival got the better start off the line. And that's what's going to absolutely come back and bite us in the end. It was so close to being a perfect weekend of final round. And sadly, at the moment, it doesn't look like it's going to be the case. As we come through with Hamilton, we probably could have done with some extra tyres on Norris, but you can't not use Hex, guys. Can't not use it. And in comes Norris, and out he comes. And we're going to have to be attacking already here. We're up to P8 though. And can we get some early moves going to limit the damage done already? So Hamilton will come round and the rival right behind us on that tuning. What about Norris? Can he get past Norris? So we're up to P7 as Hamilton comes out, and we're going to looks like losing 2 positions. Rival, fair play, looks like he's got the better strategy here. I've absolutely messed this one up, and that's on me. That's on me to take that on the chin, as Norris still can't get past Lewis at the minute. Ah, so annoying. But it's not meant to be, is it? As the rival will be surely coming in, or he's probably going to do another couple of laps. Oh, we've wrecked that. Absolutely wrecked it, guys. Can we get Hamilton? Can we get a move down the inside? Norris can get the job done this time round. And we're behind these 2 in front, but it's not going to matter for too much because they're going to absolutely smash us and we're going to lose big points here. Well done to Costas. You are so much better than me in this race. Well done indeed. You deserve the win. I didn't do the strategy the best I could. So fair play to you, sir. And we're not going to get P1 this weekend either. So Norris gets another position into P5. We'll try and get P4 for damage limitation. And that is, well, was P4. We've lost it again. So Hamilton will come round from the rival. We'll drop big points in Imola. Well done, Costas. Brilliant strategy, mate. Well done, mate. That's terrific. Hold your hands up. Sometimes there is people who are better than you out there. And today, Costas was one of them. Well done, indeed. P3 and P5 in the last race. Not great finishing. We score 42 points. We drop a massive 5 points in the last race. After all that hard work, well done to Hellas McLaren and Costas. Lower team score as well. He absolutely shown us the ropes in that one. And we finished top 371. Big points dropped in the very last race. Look at that. 47s across the board. 42 to finish off. And we sadly will not be winning the P1 this weekend. But hopefully we can survive for P, maybe top 3, hopefully. But we need a lot of luck. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry I couldn't give you the full 47, but we are beat by the better player. Well done, Costas, and I'll catch you in the next one.